Hey, what's going on, guys? Doing this sitting down, feeling under the weather. Not gonna work out for about a week. Kind of popped an idea in my head about things you should know about working out, especially when you're just starting out. So what I'm gonna do is go over four things that you need to think about or you need to take in consideration when you are working out. So let's get into it. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and go over the first one. Wrote them down just because I'm forgetful. Whatever, just kind of working with what I got. So number one is going to be soreness and working out. Sometimes people say, oh, I didn't get sore, so I didn't have a good workout. Well, that can be true, it can be not true. It kind of depends, honestly, on the individual. Most of the time, when you're not sore, it's because one of two reasons. Either you didn't push yourself hard enough, or you push yourself really hard, but your body is already adapted to the way you're training. So that will take away what we call in the fitness world DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness, right? DOMS. Okay. Now, when it comes to soreness and working out, some people think they shouldn't work out while they're sore. It can be good or bad. Honestly, a lot of what fitness has to do is depending on the individual. In other words, so, oh, I'm sore. If I try to work out, I'm going to get hurt. Yeah, that's yes and no. With the proper warm up, you get the blood flow into the muscles you're going to be working. So let's say your arms are sore, but if you warm up your arms and get the blood pumping in there, the soreness is going to decrease. You're still going to feel sore, but it's going to go away a little bit, which is going to allow you to be able to perform your work. Now, you may not want to go as heavy or as hard because the more you fatigue, the more you get tired, the more prone you are to getting injured. But like I said, it's all preference. It depends on each individual. It also depends on your mindset. If you're not focused and you're scared you're going to get hurt, odds are you're going to get hurt. So you need to be 100% focused when you're working out, no matter what. All right, let's go on to number two, which is we're going to discuss is spot burning. Now, I hear this in my group, and I've heard it with people that hired me as their personal trainer as well. They say, how do I lose my arm fat, right? Oh, I want to lose this right here. It jiggles, right? I get it. I understand. Or I want to lose my stomach. Let's do more sit-ups during the workout so I can lose my stomach. I understand the frustration of wanting to look or feel a certain way, but you cannot pick one spot on your body, right? Your arms, your stomach, your legs, and you can't just burn that specific spot. The best way to lose weight in an area that you want to lose is just to lose fat all around, right? You just have to work on burning more fat. You cannot spot burn. If someone tells you you can, they're lying, they're wrong. Okay? If your goal is to lose, for example, your stomach fat, you're going to have to watch your diet. You cannot outwork a bad diet, okay? And number two, just focus on losing fat in general. Don't think about, oh, I want to lose this part of my body. It's going to happen when it happens. Just let your body do what it's supposed to do. Let your body work through the progress you're trying to go through. You got so many diets, all right? There's so many different diets around: keto, high protein, low carbs, no carbs, high fats, right? Low fats, no fats. There's a lot of different diets out there that are claiming you can lose this much weight in this amount of time, or this much weight this amount of time, right? And that's great, that's fine. It works. But the reason it works is because every single one of those diets are going to put you at what is called a caloric deficit. A caloric deficit is basically meaning you're eating less than what you're normally eating, which is causing you to lose weight. Every diet, when losing weight, is going to put you at a caloric deficit. When you're gaining weight, you're going to be at a caloric surplus, which means you're going to eat more calories than what is needed for your body, right? So when you say, oh, the keto worked for me, it's great. I'm glad the keto worked for you. What works for one person may not work for another person. It is different. Also, some people just, their bodies don't function properly. Like, I've tried the keto diet and I couldn't even last a month just because I was so low on energy. It didn't fit my body. So I just go to your basic low carb, high protein, low fats kind of diet. It's pretty simple and pretty basic, and it works for me personally, right? So no matter what diet you're choosing, you can literally pick any diet. You have to make sure that it's gonna be a diet that you're going to have fun with, and it's gonna be a diet you know you can stick to. Of course, it's gonna be hard, but you gotta understand you're making these sacrifices to get something that you do not have, right? If you wanted to do it your way, you wouldn't get it because your way got you to where you're at. So you got to do it a different way. So just remember, with any diet, they will work. It's just being put in a caloric deficit. Less calories is what's going to get you to lose the weight. All right, so let's go on to the last one. Our last one is going to be number 4, which is sweating during a workout. People think that when they don't sweat, they don't have a good workout. And that's far from the truth. Okay, sweating is our body's way of cooling itself down. So when we're hot, our body says, oh my God, we need to cool down. Let's throw water on us, which is where the sweat comes, right? Opens up our sweat glands and the water comes out and it cools our body down. This is going to keep us from getting dehydrated, from getting sick, from getting hurt, right? So if you do not sweat, odds are you are dehydrated, which means you're not drinking enough water. So you need to make sure that you're drinking enough water. That's going to allow you to sweat. Sometimes you feel like you're drinking a lot of water, but you're really not. Especially if like, oh, I'm drinking a lot more water than I used to, but you're also exercising. That extra water you're drinking is coming out during your exercising, which is putting you back at your normal water that you're drinking. Now, as for me as a trainer, I just tell my clients to try and get a gallon of water a day. I think a gallon of water is just a lot, right? It does depend on you, how tall you are, how much you're moving, how much you weigh, right? Clothes you wear, where do you work, right? If you're a firefighter and you're always dressed in the heavy firefighting gear, then odds are you're gonna need a lot more water, right? One thing that I learned that I kind of carry with me and I share with my group clients as well is the water you drink for today is what you're going to use for tomorrow. So essentially you want to kind of prepare yourself for the next day. Try to stay ahead of yourself. So if you know you're going to do a lot of work tomorrow, make sure you start drinking enough water today. Now, scientifically, I don't know how true that is, but to me it just makes sense. And it just helps me drink more water, which is why I do it. So it helps me. If it's true or not, I don't know. But it does allow me to drink more water. Also, drinking a lot of water is going to help. So if you're trying to lose weight, drinking water is going to help suppress the hunger that you're going to feel. And sometimes when you think you're hungry, you're more thirsty than hungry. So make sure you just sip on water first to see how you feel. And then you decide if you're hungry or not. If you guys like the video, give it a nice little thumbs up. If not, you know, it happens. It's cool. Subscribe. I'm going to try and put more content out there. Not too sure how it's going to go, but I do have a bunch of free programs that I paid for or that I found, and I just went through it with the very little equipment I had. So if you don't have a lot of equipment, feel free and check those out, and maybe it'll suit you. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. If it does, it does. But feel free to drop a comment on anything else you want me to discuss, any questions, any comments. There's going to be links, there's going to be Instagram, Facebook, and emails in the description where you can contact me personally, as well as if you do want online personal training, feel free and contact me there. All right, thanks guys, we'll see you next time.